We're on our way to our next video's location, but I'm sitting right here at 811 and 460. I just want to show you. Look at that. That is the sheets right here on 460 that they took down, tore it down. They're putting another one up. That's what all that mess is. We are on our way to a great spot, though. Let me drive so I don't get beeped at. And I'm going to give you some more information about this as we go along, but I want to just point out exactly where we're at. We're heading on 811 North, and we're going towards 221. I'm going to jump back on here in 1 second when we get a little closer, and I'll give you more information about where we're going in Bedford County. Let me go ahead and show you on the map while I'm driving the area that we're talking about, and you can see the gray area is Lynchburg City. And right off to the left, just about directly west, is the area where we are going to look at these two communities. If we zoom in, you can see this is right off of Cottontown Road. And the two communities are Autumn Run and Kitsmont Estates. Kitsmont Estates and Autumn Run. That's where we're going, both in Bedford County. Both offer some really great things as far as location and taxes, but there are some significant differences to the different communities, and we're going to talk about those in this video. So here we are sitting at the intersection of 811 and 221, and you can see straight away the mountains view right here on 221. We're going to go left, and then we're going to drive through some of the area of forest that you're really close to when we do get to Autumn Run and Kitsmont Estates. Now, Kitsmont Estates, Autumn Run, you're about 15 minutes from the River Ridge Mall. Very nice mall, by the way. I know malls might not be a big deal, and I know they're kind of dying across the country, but River Ridge has been updated over the years. Really nice. Maybe I'll do a walkthrough video of River Ridge someday. 15 minutes from there, 15 minutes to LU, 20 minutes to the hospital, the airport, downtown Lynchburg. And you're only about 10 minutes from the area that we're going to drive through, which you may have seen on another video. But again, we're in forest, and we're coming right up straight away on the video. You may see the backyard, which has some food trucks. They do some movies in the back. They have a nice big lot back there with some kind of drive-in movie thing. And then straight ahead again on the video, that's where Kroger's at. Kroger, some fast food place, some different unique shops in there, and then some restaurants and eateries all along this 221. Now, if we stayed on 221 right here and just went straight, we would head all the way to Bedford, the town of Bedford. But we're not going to stay straight all the way. Right off to the left here, Bohangales, my favorite fast food joint. You may have voted on another video, I'm not sure, but what is your favorite fast food joint? If you're driving and you have to stop somewhere, like, where do you pick? Where would you go? So we're on 221 right now. Hey, right over here is Patel and Dalrymple. That is one of the closing offices that many of my clients use. Straight ahead to the right, Cavalier Auto, a really good automotive shop. Take your car, fair prices. They really work well and quickly and try to squeeze you in. I highly recommend Cavalier Auto. We're taking our little tour. We're going to head up here to the traffic light and go right. Of course, we got Dollar Tree, Dollar General, all that stuff around. One of the La Corettas in town is to the left here in Forest. So you have your options. We do have a Sheetz that's still standing right here to the left. As we turn right, if we went a little bit straight or left, that's Forest Middle School. You're looking at Jefferson Forest High School, Forest Middle School, Boonesboro Elementary School, about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to each of those from either the Kitsmont Estates or Autumn Run development. I mean, these are like bordering neighbors. They are on top of each other, neighbors. But we're going to make a turn here as soon as it's safe. And you may or may not see this, but up to the left is Monkey Joe's in this parking lot here to the left. My wife's favorite ice cream place because they have cappuccino crunch. That's her ice cream. Straight ahead, that red brick building that you see is Jefferson Forest High School, and off to the left there are some new townhomes, apartment building complex, and yeah, they're kind of like patio townhomes. Not really patio, shouldn't say that. They are two-story townhomes, not main level living there. but that's nice. That's Periville Road right there that we just turned on. And now we're on Hooper. Now, Hooper is an interesting road. It's a well-traveled road, but it also depends on where your house sits. This road has some curves and some turns. We looked at a house out here when we first started looking at houses. We were inside the house and we were like, yes, this is the one. We're going to make an offer. And while we were there, my buddy, didn't even have my license yet. My buddy who was with me said, want the good news or the bad news? What's the good news? We wake up tomorrow relatively healthy like we are today. We move and do another thing tomorrow, move on. Bad news, this house just went under contract. But depending on where you are on this, you could be in a less than advantageous position. You know, if your house sits right off a curve, or if it dips down off the road, it may not be something for you. Right there is Waymaker's Coffee. I just saw a coffee sign for Founders Coffee. It's Waymaker Church right there on Hooper. So we're going to head up this direction and we're going to get to Autumn Run before we know it. We're not there yet, but I thought, let me just continue to give you a look at some of these windy roads and remind you, don't feel like you're out of control, twisting, turning, don't know where to go. If you are looking for a house in the Lynchburg, Virginia area, give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. You have my name and number right there on the screen. Jot it down, take a screenshot, take a picture with your phone. Oh, did you just see that deer? Deer just ran in front of us. So get a hold of me. We can go out and look for some deer and look for some houses and make sure you get in the right place if you're thinking about moving to the Lynchburg, Virginia or surrounding area. And again, even if you're thinking about it, you're not quite sure, you might be a month out, 6 months out, a year out. I love making a connection, getting to know each other, seeing if we're going to be a good fit to move ahead and work together. And I can explain the process to you and answer any questions that you have. Well, we are here, Autumn Run Drive. Let me tell you a little bit about Autumn Run. Right here, you see the no outlet sign. So this is the entrance to Autumn Run and Kitsmont Estates. You can see the home structures, the different styles, the different exterior finishes. In Autumn Run, you have about 100 different homes, and they're about a half acre to a little over an acre in size. I'm looking for our home that recently sold here. Most recently, this is the thing, not a lot of activity in Autumn Run itself. Since January of 2024, we've had 3 homes in this area, and that's including Kitsmont Estates, that have went pending, sold, or are active. So houses here don't come on the market very often. And when they do, it is a sought after area. I think we just passed 1216. All right, here's 1216. We're going to take a look at this one then. When I can sit down and stop and relax, we'll go through the different houses that are either active, sold, or are pending. But about 100 homes in Autumn Run itself, about 50 homes in the new Kitsmont Estates. And the difference is there is no HOA in Autumn Run. There is an HOA in Kitsmont Estates. Now, you might say, hey, that's great, no HOA, I love that. I thought that myself, actually looked at a home in here and was like, yes, no HOA. And the builder said, well, yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad because you don't have certain restrictions or criteria. Someone can build a house that maybe isn't as large, doesn't have a garage, something like that, and it affects the overall value of the whole property, all the houses around it. So take a look right here. We're going to pull up. Maybe I'll jump out as well. Oh yeah, there we have Kitsmont Estates right there. Let me go ahead and pull over and park, and then we'll talk. Here we are at Destiny Lane and Autumn Run Drive. See that sign back there? Kitsmont. Right there, you're driving into Kitsmont. Here we have the lots that are for sale. And we got one name blacked out. I hope all is well with you, whoever is blacked out. And this back here is Autumn Run. So Autumn Run back here, no HOA. Kitsmont Estate, we're going to have an HOA. This home right here, 1510 Autumn Run Drive. That's the only home that's built right now in Kitsmont Estates. Some of the differences, Kitsmont Estates, like I said, they have that HOA. So what does that mean? Well, one of the things they do is they control the building size and also building style and building color. It has to be compatible with houses that are around it. Size, 2,300 square foot minimum. I'm just kind of looping around trying to find the best place for sun. 2,300 square foot minimum for a single level home, and 2,800 square foot minimum for a home that's 2 levels or 2.5 levels, and that's your maximum. Now the lot sizes are going to be 1/2 acre to up to 5 acres, and the prices are going to be a little different also. So right over here, Autumn Run, no HOA. Nice houses, nice lot sizes. We're going to take a look at a couple of those. One that recently sold, most recently sold, one that is pending. That's all there is right now on Autumn Run. And then back here, we're going to take a look at this one, the only one that's built so far in Kitsmont Estates. We're going to do that as soon as I go sit down somewhere and can pull it up and look on the computer and kind of walk through it with you. But this is a very nice area. If it's in your price range, in your budget, and that's what you're looking for, I really like this area. Like I said, looked in here myself. I would have no problem living here. Nice neighborhood where you can walk or bike, get some exercise. A young man just went by me on an electric scooter. Man, he's probably having his way of it up there, up and down these nice roads. So it's a beautiful community and really, really close. Go ahead and rewind 5 minutes and you'll see how close you are to everything, including the mall and the movie theater and some good eats in Forest. All right, let's go find a spot to sit down and I can walk through some of these homes with you. I'm ready to roll. I'm at an open house. I'm going to try to catch 5 minutes where no one comes in here and walk you through Autumn Run and Kitsmont Estates and talk about some differences and some specific homes. So let's go ahead and pull up one right here. We're talking about 1248 Destiny Lane. Now this one is pending, so we don't know the sold price, but let's take a look at some of these photos together. This one was listed originally at $668. It did drop a little bit to $659, and now it's pending, so we don't know what the final cost was, but man, look at this nice house. You have some nice homes in Autumn Run. I love the porch. I'm a porch guy. The finishes inside, the molding, the work on the walls, the floor. I like the color of the floor. It's nice and warm. I'm believing this is luxury vinyl plank. I actually didn't dig through the whole listing, but look at that backsplash in the kitchen too. That's an upgrade. We're going to see one of the homes we look at here doesn't have the backsplash tiling. I like the countertop. I like the look of all this. Of course, this look is personal preference like we always talk about, but look at some quality looking work right here. This house, again, pending Ann Thompson Realty One Group. She's the one that listed this and sold it. Nice little pantry here. Open concept kitchen into the living room, and you have the fireplace, the TV, the built-ins, the cabinet space, and the counters. Mud room. There's a lot to like about this. Garage, of course. And look at the upstairs, kind of a different look as you go upstairs to the different rooms up there. Very nice home, not surprised at all. Washer and dryer upstairs that it sold or is pending. Tile work right there in the second bathroom. Man, it's nice. An accent wall. I am a huge fan of the accent wall. I love that. Walk-in closet, and golly, look at the shower. You got the raindrop thing, you got the wand on the wall, the tile work, beautiful soaker tub, and then you have the downstairs where you can walk out. So this is typical of the types of homes that you can find in Autumn Run. I'm not saying they're all this nice, but I'm not shocked at all that this thing is pending at a price of $659 or whatever it is that it finally sold at. There are many things that come into play when we look at final numbers, what things sell at, and for example, what the seller, the position the seller is in. Are they moving? Do they have another job? Did they have things fall through previously? We're going to look at that in one of these homes coming up. By the way, again, let me remind you here, hey, I love it if you engage with the video. It helps me, it helps the channel, it helps people maybe that want to get in contact with me. So if you don't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, I don't know if those are the proper mechanisms or hand signals to do that, but like, comment, subscribe, that would be excellent. I would very much appreciate that. If you want to get a hold of me, there's the number. You can text, call, email. I try to respond pretty promptly. Occasionally an email might get lost. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes that email box gets crazy. Who has a crazy email right now? Inbox. You can drop a comment on that. Do you have a crazy inbox for your email? I certainly do sometimes. And right now I do. Thousands of emails. So sometimes it gets lost. Text, I see pretty quickly. All right, so let's go on to the next house. This one is in Kitsmont Estate. It's the only one built back there right now. And the price tag is a little different, $899.9. But take a look at this one. Big, beautiful. 5-bed, 3-bath, 3,300 square feet, walkout basement, 3-car garage, hardwood floors. You got the fireplace visible from the living room and from the one porch. There are 2 different porches here. I've been in this house. This house is listed by Melissa Murdoch of Century 21. I have been in this house and it is beautiful. We have double ovens. I don't know if you catch that right there, but double ovens. I know it's a luxury, but it's really nice. The countertops are clean. The cabinets are nice. Tiled backsplash there. Extra eating area off on the one side, which goes out to the other balcony. Oh, and here is the primary bedroom and bathroom. I love this. If I were building a house, I would certainly do this. And maybe you don't have the budget for this to build it or to make it happen, but what you're going to notice here is you have this wide, big bathroom with mirrors galore. Here's the laundry room. This setup in the primary is set up so that you can walk from your bedroom into your bathroom and then your closet and turn the corner and have access to your laundry room as well, as I zoom in to show you. You can access that laundry room through another door so you don't have to go through the primary bedroom, but that's sweet. I really like that, where everything is kind of interconnected. Bedroom, huge bathroom, huge closet, laundry right there. Big room upstairs with a carpet. I don't know, movie room, you can make that something. And then down in the basement, you have lots of possibilities down in the basement, roughed in bath. Higher price range, so back here in Kitsmont, you're gonna have higher price ranged houses, you're gonna have larger lots on average, and you do have that HOA. So there's gonna be some criteria you have to fall into as far as building the exterior of the home, the finishes, what it looks like, the size, all of that. That's back there in Kitsmont Estates, and it is lovely back there. Anywhere here in Autumn Run or in Kitsmont, I mean, if you have the budget for it, I don't think you can go wrong. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. And we're gonna go on to the next one, which is the only one that I have as a house that sold in 2024 in the Autumn Run development. Pretty sought after area. Houses don't turn over that much. So let's take a look at the final one. We don't have a lot of pictures of this one. This one is 1216 Autumn Run Drive. It was listed by Susan Smith, Next Home Realty, and it sold in May for $550,000. But take a look at some of these photos. Really nice work here. The molding in the dining room. You do have the backsplash, granite countertops. Nice, not overly done. Tile work in the bathroom. Now, not all of the kitchen here. See, some of that kitchen doesn't have the tile backsplash, some does. And then you have the tray ceiling in the primary. Good looking bathroom right there. Again, not a lot of pictures of this one, but let me tell you a little bit about this one here. This is one that was initially listed at $575, and it could have been worth every penny of that, but what do we say? Houses are worth what someone will pay for them. Unfortunately for the sellers, they had a buyer, and then that buyer fell out. Either financing, could be whatever issue, it was no fault of the sellers, that person fell out. So if the seller is in a position where they were offering some closing cost concessions, they were trying to generate some activity to get people interested, and maybe it was one of those situations where they had to move, they were already going for a job, something was going on, so then the price dropped and it's at $550. So sometimes that can happen. Sometimes sellers are not stuck. They're not in a bad position, and they can wait for a month, 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, whatever. That happened once in my development, and the list price didn't drop hardly at all. So it's very dependent on the seller and the buyer situation. Sometimes buyers need homes
really quickly, so they need to snatch them up. And they might pay a little more than if they had more flexibility, more time. It all depends on your situation and on the seller's situation, depending on what side of that transaction you're on. It can make a big difference into how everything plays out. If you have any questions about the process, about buying, about moving to Lynchburg, Virginia, you have my name and number. Feel free to reach out to me, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.